Hello and welcome to the Shrine of Secrets killer perk builds for week 18. For this week, the two killer perks, well, they kind of work well together, and they're stuff that I have used before. I've never used them on Billy. Well, I haven't used one of them on Billy for a video, but it's supposed to be really good. So for the first perk we're going to be looking at is Monitor and Abuse. At level 3, this teachable perk from the Doctor allows the user to have a decreased terror radius of 8 meters outside of a chase, while considerably increasing the field of view. This is the effect of Shadowborn from the Wraith. In a chase, the field of view is returned to normal and the heartbeat radius is increased by 8 meters. So this kind of works out really well. The very next perk that we're going to be using is Territorial Imperative. This perk from the Huntress gives the user the aura reading ability to see survivors going into the basement when outside of a range of, I believe it is supposed to be 28 to 32 meters, I'm not sure. This perk also has a cooldown, and I believe that is up to 30 seconds at level 3. So this allows for basement plays to be very real. So with these two perks, we're basically going to run a stealth basement type build. Of course, we're not going to include Insidious, as Insidious is basically Insidious basement camping, and you all know what my opinion on camping in the first place is like. So with these two perks, for the first one we're going to run, and honestly I don't know why I put it in with this one, but I was just having a bad day, is Hex Ruin. Of course, Hex Ruin is one of the most used killer perks in the game from the Hag. This perk activates a totem, which at level 3 gives all 4 survivors more difficult skill checks, as if they hit a good skill check, the generator regresses, and a great skill check provides no bonus. And once the Hex Totem is destroyed, this effect is gone. The next perk we're going to be running is Tinkerer. This is one of Hillbilly's own teachables. This perk has had a rework recently. Instead of adding bonuses to the add-ons of the killer, Tinkerer now gives a different status. When a generator hits 85% completion, the killer will receive notification and have 0 terror radius for 12 seconds at level 3. With these perks, we're going to run a very simple group of add-ons. For the first add-on, we're going to run the Carburetor Tuning Guide. Carburetor Tuning Guide, as you all know, is one of the best add-ons for the Hillbilly. Not only does it decrease the charge time rather well, it also decreases the cooldown of the chainsaw, while also decreasing the penalty for jumping into items, objects in the map, and decreases the noise. The final add-on we're going to use is the Homemade Muffler. The Homemade Muffler is one I rarely use, I have a lot of it, so this is a good build to practice it with. This Homemade Muffler decreases the noise of the chainsaw moderately. This also stacks with the Carburetor Tuning Guide, giving the Hillbilly a very quiet chainsaw, allowing him to sneak up on people, especially if he's running Monitor and Abuse and Tinkerer. And then we're just going to throw in a Blood Point Offering. I'm not sure which one this is. I managed to get the exact image for this. Ruining the whole experience here. But basically, I'm just after blood points, as when I'm pretty much over leveling up Michael Myers, I'm going to start saving up for the Spirit when she is released. Now on to the gameplay. Hopefully I can catch someone in the basement really early. We're at Records Yard too, so this helps out a lot. Alright. I don't know. Alright, there's one hit. Got her! Well, that was a screw around, but it worked. We have our first hook already. That Meg's gonna get annoying real fast. Good thing there's no decisive. I just realised there's no decisive this game. Hey, let me get you to the back hook. There we go. Shit. Apparently I'm going after you. Someone is really close. Thank you. This is stupid, but it's working. Get rid of this pallet. That is really quiet. Oh, there she is. Alright, let's see how this goes. Bam! Got one. Oh, I need to get rid of this Meg. Alright. To the basements. Oh. Okay, I'll hook you. Get the other person up. Now there's a DC. Alright, let's see if we can get someone. Hello. Oh, you have dead hard. Shit. Okay. Can't do that again. Alright. Oh, one DC. One dead. I don't know where they would be now. That's where. That's fine. That's what Tinker is now for. And it's the Fangmen. Got ya. Alright. I don't know where this other person would be now. Shocking game, guys. That one DC really hurt them a lot more than it should have. Hi. We'll put you back on the hook. I don't know where the other person is. Surprising that she's not given up. Any second now. Really? Alright, another one down. Where'd the Claudette go? She's around. She's real close. Don't know where. Unless, she's blending in again. You know, as Claudettes do. Might as well get extra points. Really trying to concentrate and listen. I'm not used to the chainsaw being so quiet. But it is. Game. Oh, maybe not. If the Claudette has Unbreakable, I'm gonna be sad. There she is. Oh, there you go. That's a game. Decent perk build. It seemed to mess them up, but that the flashlight user was the one who hurt them the most. Oh well. That's a wrap. You're not getting off. Didn't get as many basement plays as I'd like. I kinda hoped that there would be, like, generator would hit 80, I think it is, or no, 85 or something, while my Territorial went off. That would have been an amazing game. Amazing, but it didn't happen. So, stuck with this. It's not really a big point game either. It was that one decisive is really the thing that's hurt everyone the most. Honestly, I'm not used to how quiet this is. This is really quiet. This is so quiet. I have never used these add-ons together, I'll admit. But it's a good thing that it's part of the shrine, the Monitor and Abuse. It's a good combination, Monitor and Abuse with the quiet add-ons and Tinkerer. You're going for a stealthy build. Add in Territorial, you get yourself a little bit of a basement play. Stuff like that. Still got Merciless. It's pretty damn decent, honestly. The thing that took the longest was finding the Claudette at the end, after the 2 megs were gone. After that, a little hard. Still got that double pip though. Still got over 500 experience points. Ooh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. And it's a high ranking game. Of course they DC'd because they didn't get to use their, what is it, Unbreakable and their flash. That's a yellow flashlight. I mean, I've got over 30 on Dwight. I don't know how many I've got on my Claudette yet. I don't put points on the survivors now though. I only put them on killers because they're the ones I'm prestiging. And that's it. Sad as it can be. So as you can tell from that game, the flashlight user was basically the biggest hit for that team. However, this build would still work with any other team that doesn't DC because, you know, they just didn't get what they want. So let's go over the perks and find out what I think of them and if I recommend them. So Monitor and Abuse is a really good perk to run when you're more of a stealthy kind of killer. Stealthy kind of killers are really hard to detect and they're very hard to combat. Monitor and Abuse goes really well with any killer, to be honest, and it gives that decreased terror radius, but the best killers I suggest you use this on is the Hag, Michael Myers in his lower tiers, and I believe when she's released, the Spirit will also have a decreased terror radius compared to other killers, so Monitor and Abuse will fit that really well. Territorial Imperative is pretty good for basement plays. Basement plays are very strong, especially in the game's current meta. Usually the Killer Shack is where the basement's located, but there are other maps where the basement is located in certain buildings. And then we got Hex Ruin. If you're in the high ranks and you get to the high ranks rather quickly, Hex Ruin is your saving grace. Hex Ruin is basically the best thing for a killer. I will preach that until the time where the devs change the way the game works. And then Tinker is a really good stealth perk. It's also a really good way to keep track of what generators are being completed and when. This perk is, honestly, since it's been reworked, a lot of people aren't happy, and a lot of people are happy. I'm kind of in the middle ground. Tinkerer was kind of Leatherface's best perk, but at the same time, so it was also for the Hillbillies, but Tinkerer now also works for the Hillbilly, but unfortunately Leatherface has suffered. And that's it. This week has been rather interesting. The first Survivor video for the week was actually pretty sad, thanks to Object of Obsession. But I want to know what you think. Did you like this week? Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow. Make sure to ring the bell icon to be notified of these videos when they're released. And I'll see you guys in the next video.